we may face negative interest overnight rates by the European Central Bank. I regard that as regulation too, because at the end of the day, it's coming from a government body in a broader sense. What impact will that have?
The interesting question is what will the banks do with the money? Will they now really start to lend it? And I think it will depend on if it's a negative interest rate of a 1/4 percentage point. I think most of the banks are not that. They will still keep the money in there. The penalty for the banks has to be larger, that they put it really out to the market. And I think it will be a while before we see anything happening from these kind of central bank activities really transferring to the market, because I personally would say the problems a lot of banks are having on their balance sheets are still very large. You mentioned that the UK banks are quite active in clearing up their balance sheet. I think that's the UK banks, but if you look at the German banks or the French banks, I wouldn't say that they are very active on that side currently, and they are still not pushed enough to really deal with the underlying balance sheet problems.